I said, you're about to blow my mind, think that you should back away. She said, these niggas switching sides. I said, bitches playing games, I got her loud up on my mind, that's why I be overweight. She said, yeah, but you know I'm tryna know.
What is up, you guys, and welcome back to A&M Vlogs. My name is Adam. Thank you guys for coming, and this is part 2 of my high school bully takes my girlfriend. Yeah, so if you haven't seen the last video, part 1, make sure to go check that out. There's a lot of key information in that, which if you haven't seen this episode won't necessarily make sense. So make sure to go check that out. With that being said, let's get into today's video. Let's do it. So part 2. So at this point, we had come back from the senior trip, and we were now in school. And you know, as the school year progressed, I'll say the first couple weeks, you know, this high school bully wasn't doing too many things to me. But there was definitely tension around. And when the school year first started, the first couple weeks, I want to say, my girlfriend at the time, we were still together. But there was a lot of problems. Don't get me wrong. Like, I was really trying to make it work. And, you know, it seemed like she was trying to make it work, but it was like a one-sided thing, right? Like, I was definitely trying to put in the work, and she wasn't. Clearly, she wasn't. But, yeah, and, you know, I was really struggling during that time. I was like, fuck, man, like, some shit's going on. And I remember there was the night that changed everything in our relationship and ended everything. It was me sitting at my desk at school a couple weeks in. This was like a few nights before our anniversary, our 1-year anniversary. And I'm sitting there just doing homework, and all of a sudden, you know, she texts me, and, you know, she's like, yo, like, we need to talk, whatever. And I called her. I'm like, what's going on? Like, what do you need to talk about? She's like, I can't do this anymore. I'm sorry. And basically, you know, she's saying, like, I had feelings for someone else. And I'm like, what do you mean? We're on our 1-year anniversary. How do you switch up like that? You know what I'm saying? She said, you know, I've been talking to blank, my high school bully. We've been, you know, flirting for like 2 weeks now. And yeah, I can't do this for you. Like, I want to see where it goes with him. And I was like, oh shit. I was like, bro, what? I was like, so basically you're cheating. She's like, no, it's not like cheating. It's just, we've been talking, like, flirting. And I'm just like, all right. Like, for me, I will never know if they did anything physical. I will never know. Now at this point, I don't really care what they did. But, yeah, looking back, I was like, oh shit, like, in that moment, I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, I felt so pissed off and lost. And it was at that moment that we broke up. A year's worth of building and everything, gone for him. And I was like, shit. And this is when it all started. So what did my high school bully do to me over my senior year? Well, there was multiple times where we both had cars, and he would drive aggressively towards me at times. Oh, by the way, while I say all this, the school did absolutely nothing about it. Absolutely nothing. He drove extremely fast towards me multiple times, like I said, like taunting, basically. There was one time when I drove past with my friend Ian in the car, and we're driving past on one of the school roads, and he's driving past me with my ex-girlfriend at the time. This was like a week after we broke up. They're already hanging out, fucking whatever. Like, who the fuck knows, honestly. And they drove by, and he just smirks at me as he drives by. And I'm just like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, you got her, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop fucking rubbing it in my face. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna fight you. Like, that's not who I am. Like, I'm not trying to get kicked out of the school. Like, if I was someone else, I probably would have fought you. But that's just not me. And so that happened. There was times when I would be walking, and he would say things like, he'd be like, why are you such a bitch? Or, like, he'll be like, fuck you, and stuff like that. There's times where he'd be like, why don't you just die? Like, when he would say stuff like that, I'm like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, and I put up with it for so long, I would try to brush it off. People I was talking to would say the same thing. They'd be like, you're fine, just like brush it off. Like, fuck him, you know what I'm saying? And that shit was crazy. Like, when he would keep saying stuff like that. Now, this is when I started to get really pissed off. And I started to lose my shit a little bit. Was when I would be walking and doing certain things, and he would intentionally slam into me, push me out of the way, and stuff like that. And I would never do anything back because I knew my reputation at the school. And his mom is I don't know if she's on the board necessarily at the time, but she's up there. Like, she knows people at the school, right? So I'm like, bro, if I fucking punch this kid or lay him out, whatever, like, I'm fucked. You know what I mean? Like, doesn't matter what he did to me in the past, my ass is not going to be there, right? So I was trying to put up with it. I would tell people, like, bro, and, like, people in the school, faculty knew. Like, I used to say things to people all the time. I said something to my history teacher, who was also my English teacher. I said things to other faculty, and no one did shit. Everyone liked him. No one did shit. Not one thing. I dealt with that shit myself. No one helped. No one did shit. It's fucked up. It's fucked, honestly. For the amount of credit that he got for the shit he was doing, people don't know that. Man, like, the fact that you say to someone, like, why don't you just die? What the fuck, man? That's fucked up. It's crazy. Like, you're walking past someone, you already got the girl, bro. You got her. Like, I don't know what was going on in your head, but you had her. Like, there's no reason for you to be shoving me. I remember there was one time we were in the main building, or no, it wasn't even the main building. Something happened there, but it wasn't this. It was we were going into one of the classrooms, and I go to walk in, and he just slams the door in my face behind me, literally in my face. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is your problem, right? Like, why are you doing that? And it was things like that was crazy. Like, the taunting, the calling me names. Oh my God, he would say to me all the time, he's like, you're such a douche. Like, he would say stuff like that. And the worst part about this for me was there was one of our classes that we took that literally, oh my God, it was the worst. It was where I sat here. My girlfriend, or my ex, at this point in the story, sat here, and the high school bully sat here. So she's in the middle, and we're on either side, right, in this class. And oh my gosh, he would look over all the time, try to flirt with her on purpose while I'm sitting there. And do you realize what that does to a person's head? That's like mental warfare, right? Like, I'm trying to ignore it. Like, oh my God, it was so frustrating. So frustrating. And, oh my God, it just pissed me off. And I would see them everywhere. I had them in my classes. And it was just like, bro, what the fuck? Why me? You know what I'm saying? Like, why me? But yeah, I don't really want to get into some of the other things. This was just part 2. But yeah, that's stuck with me ever since. It's fucking crazy, man. How you can do that to a person and then no one does shit about it at the school. It's crazy. Like I said, that's why I make these videos. I want to get the truth out there. Like, there was so much shit. No, a lot of people didn't know about that. And he had so many friends who used to be friends with me and would take his side. Like, I would never tell them either. Like, I'm not that kind of person that would be like, dude, he's doing this. Like, why are you friends with him? No, that's not who I was. That's not who I am today. But, like, fuck, man. People deserve to know the truth. You know what I mean? And it's fucked up. It really is. That someone like that could get so much support from people. And, I don't know, people deserve to know the truth. Like, never did I go around saying to someone, you know, go die or whatever. Like, fuck you. Like, that's not who I was. I didn't even say that to him. I didn't punch him. I wouldn't do any of that to him, right? But yeah, that's what happened. Thank you guys for watching. The next story time, which is coming out after this video, will be, it's a little bit of a funny one, an exciting one. These two were a little bit like sad. I tried to make them funny, but I don't know. It is what it is. But the next story time coming up is actually me and my best friend Ian, who I call Haitian. Story about how we accidentally broke into somewhere. And I say accidentally because we didn't know what the fuck was in that room. We had no idea what was in there. And yeah, we found some shit out. And yeah, so I'm gonna leave it at that. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that like button down below and subscribe, guys. It means a big deal to me. You know, I'm trying to put these stories out, and it's not even like I'm not trying to do this to like draw a bunch of people in. I'm doing this for like those who are close to me that like these stories. I fuck with that, honestly, and I'll make sure to put more content out. But yeah, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe. My name is Adam from A&M Vlogs, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace. I'm out.
I said I got you on my mind.